Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages and sizes, I am back and we are here with the maintenance notice and update details for Marvel Future Fight's V730 update. And I know after the live stream today, not too many of you guys are still excited, but I'm hoping that we see some surprises in the patch notes and in the actual update when it lands a couple hours from now. But without further ado, let's actually jump into it. So first things first, the maintenance is going to be pretty much the usual, what we've come to expect from 4 until 11. For me, in the East, that's going to be from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. So pretty standard update cycle. We're going to be getting 5 uniforms, 5 new potential realization, tier 3 Doctor Doom with, I'm guessing, tier 3 War Machine coming later, and his uniform as well, hopefully with some surprises there. However, check this out, boys. So additional CTP of Authority reforging. Right now the CTP of Authority is only really good for Alliance Conquest, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they actually make that thing viable for PvE, or make it comparable to the CTP of Regen to some extent. So we'll jump into that later. Additional ISO set auto change setting. We'll have to take a look at that, see what it is. And then we have a dispatch mission acquire button. So it looks like they're going to be adding an acquire all button, which is actually really good. That's something I've actually been hoping for, because it would be nice, just go in, click acquire all, and get all your rewards instead of going to each of the individual chapters and collecting it manually multiple times per day. So that's actually really good, nice quality of life change there. We have a new season pass coming with some special icon, and then obviously we have a new uniform collection. So let's actually jump into the details and see what it is all about. Okay, hopefully we get some surprises in here. Well, we do have one big surprise that's going to upset a lot of people right away. However, let's jump into it. So in this update, there will be new uniforms for Doctor Doom, Rescue and Hulkbuster, tier 3 advancement for Doctor Doom, potential realization / transcendence for Hulkbuster and Rescue. Agents, we've also prepared Summer Days uniforms for Quicksilver and Silk. They highlight Quicksilver here, but for some reason don't highlight Silk. I don't know why. Also, various improvements made for your convenience. We'll actually take a look at that later on as we go down. However, there is something very important that I gotta point out right here. So this is Silk's ice cream token shop. If you want to taste the cream, you're gonna have to bring the cash, boys. So look at this. It is same as Enchantress, which means same as Gwenpool, which means you're gonna have to pay money if you want to taste this queen's cream. This is gonna be upsetting for a lot of people because Silk has been bad for so long, and I feel as though this is gonna be a uniform that might not be top tier, but it could make her playable, and a lot of you free-to-play players would like to enjoy that. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, I feel like this is gonna upset a lot of people. I feel like they could have made the Quicksilver's uniform the paywall one, because Quicksilver already got 2 uniforms, and from what we saw in the live stream, it doesn't look like they're doing that much to make Pietro a force to be reckoned with, but I could be wrong. The damage numbers could just be through the roof now with the new uniform, so even though they're not giving him anything meta changing, I guess, well, we'll take a look at it, right? We'll take a look at it, but I feel like this is going to upset a lot of you guys, just still being in this token shop. Overall, the token shop, we'll take a look at the prices in terms of what you have to buy to get everything later on, but I know the big thing is going to be the whole Silk debacle. But we see that Enchantress is coming back, which means Cable is going to be coming back as well. So at least if you missed out on Cable last year, you'll be able to get it this year. It'll be interesting to see if this is going to be the second go around for Cable's uniform. Will they actually put it on sale this time, or will it still just be full price? Especially if it's going to be released same time as the new uniforms, and we know for sure the new uniforms are always 40% off. It'll be interesting to see what they do for Quicksilver and Cable. More than likely they're going to go for full cost, because they want as much crystals, aka as much money as possible. Okay, so $30.99 uniforms, they're going to be 40% off. The upcoming Summer Days uniforms, okay, they didn't say anything about them being 40% off. Okay, Summer Days Silk can be acquired from the token shop. Quicksilver, okay, yep, Yep, so they want full price for summer days uniforms. See, it says right here, Quicksilver summer days can be purchased and will not be on sale. Yep, of course. So seasonal uniforms, it's confirmed they're not going to ever put them on sale. And it's also confirmed that Doctor Doom's uniform is going to have the same cost as Thanos and I believe Jean Grey, so 1,500 crystals. Is it worth it? We'll have to wait and see. So the uniform effect, decreased damage received from reflect by 60%. They're on this, like, I guess PvP wave, because I guess that's what this is going to be good for. Decrease all damage received by 40% for 18 seconds, 20-second cooldown. Ignore target's dodge by 50%. That's actually really good. Chain hit 15% for 18 seconds. This is gonna be up, I guess, pretty much all the time. But like I hate the whole cooldown thing, you know. That's just me. Anyways, 55% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier shield, all damage immunity, super armor plus 50% all defense and skill damage and bonus damage. Before it was actually 50%, so they've only increased this by 5%. And then the all defense, I guess they doubled that from 25 to 50, and then the skill damage and bonus damage, they increased it by, I guess, the skill damage by 10% and the bonus damage by, what is that, 28%. I guess we'll see just how much that actually affects his damage output. Besides that, the one skill, they actually increased the attack buff. It was 10% before, now it's like 30%. I mean, a 5-second duration with a 4-second cooldown. Yeah, I guess you could take advantage of the buff all the time, but having to put the buff up every 5 seconds, it's rather tedious. Like, a longer duration would have been nice. I'd have personally preferred if they put it on another skill, one that you would ideally be using in the rotation every single time, but it is what it is. So now Doom has a counter attack on his second skill. They're really trying to gear him for PvP, okay. And he also has iframe ignore. If he can't keep up with Sentry, I don't know if this is even going to be worth, but we'll see. We have our defense down. That was already 50. Oh no, that was 45 before. Now it's 55. Okay, and he has. Okay, so they took off the damage accumulation. Oh no, this is the fourth skill. Okay, so they're not touching the third skill, but on the fourth skill, before it had ignore dodge. Now they actually are putting 45% all attack there, and I guess the ignore dodge that he's losing from this skill, which was 50%, is what they put on the uniform bonus at the top here, and they just made it so it's a longer duration. Before it was 4 seconds, now it's 18 seconds. Oh sorry, before it was 3 seconds, now it's 18 seconds. Okay, so they moved around the ignore dodge. He's not losing it. It's actually in a better place, a uniform bonus, and it's up for a longer duration, so that's actually pretty good. He gets an extra all attack buff that he didn't have before. He's still healing for the same amount, and before he had stun and bind, actually he had burn, stun, and bind. He still has all of those. Okay, so the only big things is the uniform bonus, and I guess the skill damage, bonus damage, and iframe ignore. I guess there's a couple things in here that I could see making him meta. It's just a matter of, will he survive, right? Will he survive? He does have the revive and whatnot. Did they touch his leadership? And it's kind of a shame they're not doing anything for Victorious, right? Anyways, they didn't say anything about his leadership, so I'm assuming it's gonna stay the same, and he's still remaining as a universal supervillain. Okay, so on to Rescue, and her uniform bonus is recovery rate. Oh gosh, yikes. What the hell? I thought it was gonna be the same as Venom's uniform bonus, where you recover 20% of your max HP. I don't even know what 20% recovery rate do for you. Like, realistically, I don't know. So somebody in the comment section, please let me know what this is useful for. Like 20%, like 25% recovery rate. What does that do? Like, is this better or worse than recovering 25% of your max HP? I would assume it's worse, right? So like, nani? I don't get it. Like, I guess maybe when you heal more because your recovery rate is higher. But why would I want that? Why would I not want, like, you know, 25% of my max HP? I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess it makes it so that her heals are better. I guess. And everybody on the team, their heals are better. Maybe for AC it'll be better, right? If you put a full team of healers together, they'll just be healing for more. so it would be harder to get rid of them. But I don't know, man, I feel like that's just kind of garbage. I'm just saying. Anyways, applies to all allies. Activation rate when HP is below 99%, creates a shield for 50% of max HP. This is really good. This is actually good for AC. And then what is this? Okay, you can move. Okay, it's a regular skill, but you can move. Okay, and then recovers 35% of your max HP. This, I mean, this when hit would have been nice, or when attacking would be nice as the uniform bonus instead of this recovery rate garbage. I don't know. Maybe it's like super OP. Maybe that's the new meta and I just don't know about it. Okay, don't judge me, guys. Anyways, remove all debuffs. I like this. Again, I feel like this thing right here would be useful for AC. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see if anything else. There's realistically nothing else. Even the attack buff is 25. 35 would be better. Super armor, all defense. I don't even think she's like a solid support for like War Boss Legend, because I thought this was gonna be similar to Venom, like 30% chance when hit or 50% chance when hit for you to heal. If it's just buffing your recovery rate, I don't even know if that's like worth putting on your team. Well, I guess it's better than just a random character, but like, damn. Yeah, definitely just AC. Imagine buying a premium character just for AC. Anyways, moving on, we have Hulkbuster, 3 skill changes, and now he can heal passively 3% of his max HP every second, and has a 1-second cooldown, so that's actually pretty good. His leadership is being changed. Whoa, this is actually really good. This actually is really good. So all allies, 35% all attack for Hulkbuster. Before it was what, 25%? And actually I think it was 24%. Let me just double check. Yeah, it was 24% before, and now it's going up to 35 for everyone, and then 70% for Iron Man. So this actually is really good. I wanted to see something like that for all of the machine type characters, but hey, something for Iron Man with a Hulkbuster makes perfect sense. That's cool. It would have been nice if we got something on Rescue that made it so that they do extra damage against supervillains, you know. But you can't win them all, boys. You really can't. So at tier 1, increases max HP by 30%, and then okay, this is something that's actually really cool. Okay, this is cool. I wanted to see something like this for the machine type characters, and it actually delivered. I don't know why they didn't talk about this. So all of the machine characters, that's what they mean by the techno-kinetic thing. So all the characters that have the machine tag, they get 35% more HP, which includes Iron Man, War Machine, Rescue, I believe Ghost, a few other characters, right? Escapes me right now, like Vision and whatnot. I guess they all got 35% more HP from Hulkbuster. That's pretty cool. All right, moving on. Super armor, all defense, increase skill damage, bonus damage, damage reduction. Hulkbuster looking sexy, man. Actually looking good. And I want to see, okay, so hold on, let's see something here. I want to see his accumulation. Yes, it's damage dealt. It's only 0.6, but your Hulkbuster might actually be that guy, bro. Maybe, just maybe, Hulkbuster could, I guess, balloon up and get to Moon Knight or Iron Fist level. That would be dope. I don't know if he's gonna pass Call Obsidian, that boy in a league of his own right now, but I feel like he has a chance. He offers a solid leadership for himself and then a greater leadership for Iron Man, so you could do like a swap thing where you come in with Hulkbuster, pop his awaken skill, and then switch to Iron Man, do your tier 3 rotation and whatnot, jump back in. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Hulkbuster is a solid pickup because he's gonna buff Iron Man. It would have been nice if Rescue was just coming in with the extra damage to supervillain, because then you could run Hulkbuster. Maybe, you know what? Maybe War Machine is gonna come in to supplement this team setup. So like with Hulkbuster, you get the leadership and the extra HP, and then Iron Man is gonna be your DPS, or like one of your DPS, or maybe Hulkbuster could be your DPS too, who knows, right? And then Rhodey will come in with the extra damage to supervillains, so then you can do like a triple team. That would actually be pretty solid. Hulkbuster actually looks pretty good, and he actually has a counter attack as well and ignore targeting. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see Silk, my baby. So first and foremost, sadness, RIP my free-to-play brethren. Yeah, we took a L today. Chain hit damage 18%, ignore dodge 40%. They're buffing her tier 2 passive and her tier 1 passive. Actually, it's pretty good. See, this, it kind of sucks that she doesn't get accumulation or extra damage to supervillains. So I don't know if she's gonna shine too hard or shine too bright, I should say. But she does have a heal now, so that's actually a blessing. And a couple different attack buffs, so she's definitely gonna be way better than she was, which was a dud before. But as a premium uniform that you actually have to spend money for, like some money at least, the fact that she didn't get any accumulation kind of sucks. So I feel like she might just end up not even be worth stressing about if you're free to play. We will find out. All right, so now we got my boy Pietro. Okay, uniform bonus, 15% chain hit, and then they gave him attack speed. Okay, whatever. His tier 3 is being changed. Let me pull it up in game here. I'll show you guys if it's actually worth showing. If not, I'll just tell you what they're changing. So on his tier 3 before, they had 20% ignore defense, 80% ignore dodge, invincibility for 5 seconds, removes all debuffs for 5 seconds, 100% proc. Now they added critical rate, and then they increased the ignore dodge by 1 second. Yeah, they increased a couple of the buffs by 1 second, and then they added the 35% critical rate. Oh, and they added defense down. If you use Pietro in our War Boss Ultimate still, I guess he's now better, because now his defense down actually applies in War Boss. His tier 2 passive, I guess they buffed the skill damage by 15%. That's literally it. They buffed skill damage by 15%. Everything else is still the same. Now he has paralysis for 2 seconds on the 1 skill that was not there before. The 4 skill actually got changed. Now you can ignore iframes, so that's actually pretty good. And then he has a 40% all attack buff on there. I wouldn't say, ooh, they made it bigger. Okay. Mantis and Adam Warlock. Okay. Interesting. These 4 could be seeing something big for them. Ultron being here and not being in the update feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Moving on. Applies to enemies. We got burn, bind, silence, defense down 5%, stacks up to 70, ignores immunity, ignore dodge, nothing crazy. Yikes. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yo, I spoke about this on stream. This is actually really good. So Doom is the second character to ever get this passive, or this ability I should say. It's just like SHARON ROGERS. So yeah, Doom might actually get a solid upgrade, despite the fact that they didn't change much visually. They might have actually found the cheat code, guys. Like I said on stream, the reason why SHARON ROGERS is so broken is because of the fact that for her accumulation, once you build up her tier 3, you don't need to get hit anymore. And let me just actually bring it up in game for you guys and show you what I'm talking about in case you missed the stream. So with Dr. Doom, one of the things that make him not that great currently is because of the fact that his accumulation is based on damage taken, and his kills have him sitting in iframes for long periods of times. So like his damage is pretty inconsistent because he doesn't get hit enough. And unlike him, SHARON ROGERS has the ability to max out her accumulation on her tier 3. So with her, even if you don't get hit, all you really need to do is pop your 3rd skill just before you pop your tier 3, and as long as you land your damage proc, you'll always see the bars just fly off. That's why SHARON ROGERS is so OP, because she can accumulate damage without actually needing to get hit. So the fact that Doom is getting that on his tier 3 means he's definitely gonna be a lot stronger. So they found a way, and that's actually really good. I don't know if they were watching the stream, but hey man, hey, that's actually a good look. All right boys, so let's actually go down here, see what's going on with Hulkbuster. So Hulkbuster's awaken skill, it's the same as rescue, just does burn. Actually no, they slight change. For rescue there's a chance to miss. Yeah, and for him, he just removes active buffs from target, 50% defense down. Rescue doesn't have defense down. Okay, nothing crazy though, and we've already seen both skills. Okay, so let's actually talk about the whole reforging process for the CTP of Authority. So the gauge fills upon being hit. When the gauge hits 100%, the effect will be applied automatically. Effects are guard break and super guard break immunity and decrease damage taken. Cannot fill the gauge for a certain amount of time after the effect has been. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. So you know that annoying bubble that Jean Grey tosses out that just kind of guard breaks you even if you have immunity to guard break? They've actually now implemented super guard break immunity in the game via reforging your CTP of Authority. I'm gonna bring it up so we can take a closer look at all the effects, or at least some of the effects that they want to show us here. All right guys, so here's the thing. There seems to be some type of error on the CTP of Authority right now, because right here it says applies to self, guard break immunity. Fine, that was always there. Obviously it's gonna stay there because they're now including super guard break immunity. But right here it says critical rate increase by 45%. That was not the case before. So either they're changing the base stat of the CTP of Authority, or this is a typo, because if you look at the Authority, it's always been listed as guard break immunity and critical damage. All right, so yeah, this seems to be a typo. Either that, or a lot of people are going to be pissed off, because if they change the base stat, then you already have it in a character when you were putting it there to max out their crit damage. Now it's being changed to crit rate, and that could just mess up your whole build and cost you a whole lot of extra damage, because now you're losing your critical damage off your Authority. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, there's this new effect now called Steal, right, which decreases all damage received by 30%, an additional decrease by 20% of concentration for 5 seconds, or you get all attack and all defense. Okay, that's actually pretty standard. They either give you one of the new effects or just give you like all attack and all defense buff. That's the same thing that they do for the CTP of Regeneration. You either get that penetration chance or you get the attack and defense buff. Most people will go for penetration, but some people settle for the attack and defense buff. And when you get a brilliant, this actually is pretty insane. As you can see, 60% damage reduction and then 40% of concentration. That's actually pretty crazy, right? Now it does right here only list regular guard break. It just says guard break critical rate when your HP is below 50%. You get 6 seconds of invincibility, going up from 5 seconds, right? Before it was a max of 5. And then the accumulation goes up to 8%, I believe before it was 7. And then the true damage accumulated cannot exceed 10% of max HPs, remaining exactly the same. The problem I have with this is they're saying something about super guard break immunity, but they don't even list it on the CTP. And then they're saying critical rate. So we'll see when this thing goes live if they actually correct the wording. But I feel like though the damage reduction is going to be a big deal, but will it be enough to make it so that it's worth swapping that onto a character versus just giving them a fat stack of HP from a mighty or a brilliant regen? Might have to do some testing with a Luke Cage and a Sentry with a reforged or a brilliant Authority. I'm far off on that, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do like a little 1-2 reforge, you know, and see what's up. Anyways, now let's talk about the ISO change. So an auto set change function has been added. Roll until you acquire the desired ISO set. So this actually is really good. So they updated the ISO set system a couple updates ago, I believe, and now they're actually improving it even further. So you can just set it to roll for as long as you want until you get the set you want. This is actually really good. That's what it should have been before. Like, don't stop me when I don't get the one I want. I just want to see Power of Angry Hulk and nothing else. Okay, cool. So they're also changing the UI. We've seen a little bit of that on the live stream. Obviously they put the store in here now, so you know, easier for you to spend money. You don't even have to look for the store. Every time you pop in game and you're about to do something, the store is right there. You know, marketing 101. Anyways, cool. Now there's gonna be like a next reward. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a one button, but you know what, this is fine. You don't have to like scroll across to pick up all your rewards. You just click next reward, next reward, next reward, next reward until you get them all. It's fine. And it's, I guess it's not as good as like a collect all button, but it's cool. Anyways, so right here we have a Captain Marvel and X23. Okay, no free bios, that's fine. No additional silk tokens. Okay, Wasn't really expecting them, but you know, maybe they could have slid. Ooh, yo, Captain Marvel. Yo, Doom actually looks kind of sick. Okay, I gotta get them all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, X23 looks kind of sick. Captain, yo, I have to get them all. I have to. So Doom is gonna be in the event shop. Yo, yo, this is gonna be rough. If you're free to play, you're gonna have the choice of picking up this badass looking icon for Doctor Doom, or choosing a mega tier 2 or some rank up tickets that could like seriously improve your account. That's rough, man. That is rough. Yeah, all these icons actually look dope. Captain Marvel looks like a badass. Yeah, X23 look like she about to get busy, and then Doctor Doom just be out here looking like a savage. Okay, other improvements. Legendary battle bonus pop-up screen has been added so agents can directly access missions. Actually, this is really good. You don't have to look for what you're missing. Ooh, hold on. Agents can now check out how much of each material they own. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's not like a game-changing feature, but yeah, if you click on something, it will show you now how much you have. You know, when you're down bad, you'll get that reminder. Anyways, reset today's world boss tab will be displayed to agents. Oh, yeah, they should have made this free. So you still have to spend some money if you want to reroll your boss of the day. But before, I believe, what was it, VIP 5? I forget. But now it's VIP 2, so it's a little bit cheaper, but still. Okay, Mockery and Steal have been added to the skill glossary. So they're talking about the Taunt from Blue Marvel, that's been added, and the Steal, which is not the Otis Blessing. They're talking about that new effect from the CTP of Authority. Anything game changing in the game fixes here? Awaken skill for Super Giant being displayed as if it's unlocked when upgrading to 6-star. Okay, that's fine. I thought they were gonna say, you know, the tracking issue for Super Giant has not been fixed and she's always gonna be in range for the one shot. Oh god, imagine if they did that. However, besides that, there's nothing too crazy down here. You can read it in your own time. Honestly, kind of sad we don't get a new world boss legend this month. No dispatch like Sector 11 and whatnot, but we got some decent, I guess, quality of life changes, and we do have like what seems to be an impactful change to Doctor Doom because of the whole accumulation being ramped up to 100%. Yeah, I feel like he might have a big impact. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Till next time, be safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Doom meta, Hulkbuster meta, what do you guys think? I'm gone. Peace.